Hello friends and welcome back to Restore You. It is Angela and I am back to finish this white on white cream ivory monochromatic journal with you, and we're using kind of the interior design methods of layering specifically with one monochromatic color, so which is really whites, so kind of the absence of color, but we're just rolling with it. In the first video we created we had our cover already made from a Wallpaper Wednesday, and we just did what I like to call is my interior foundation, which is just like your walls and your flooring, but this is our base. So it's all of our signatures. So think of it like that. When you're decorating a room, you pick out your flooring, you pick out your wall color. We're doing the same, just like that in here. So I just did really neutrals. There's some creams, some tans. I tried to keep it as neutral as possible. I did use some music paper. This is an old placemat. What you didn't see that I did off screen is I did sew all of the laces in, and I did add this. We looked at this in the first one, but I did put this kind of glassine papery bag in there, and we did that last time. So we've got all of our base all done. And so today what I thought we would do is maybe layer a second layer with some stencils, and then we'll just do our pockets and maybe some, covering of a couple other pages, like this needs some work and things like that. So we'll go ahead and get started. Before we do that, thank you all of you for subscribing. Thank you for visiting with me. That's what probably my favorite thing is to each morning have my coffee and comment and see what you guys are all up to. So I appreciate the interaction. It makes what I do so much more fun. And for our new subscribers and commenters, thank you for joining us. Thanks for subscribing. Scrap Simone, Paula Ballard, and Lori Caldwell Vickers. I can't read my own writing. Thanks for being here. So let's just start by flipping through. I'm kind of thinking on this page, normally if I were doing this with wallpaper, I wouldn't be bothered that there's some writing on there. I kind of like it. But because it's grayish, I think we should probably cover it a smidgen. But what if we do, let's see, what does that look like on the other? I'm just going to flip over here. Oh, it's darn it, I put that pocket on there. All right, well, we'll just roll with it. But what if we do a little bit of stenciling? We'll just use some dots. I only grabbed out 2 stencils because I thought, well, we don't have that many pages that are going to be covered, so we'll just roll with it. And so I'm just going to use some of my, I should probably, I don't think I have anything lighter. Let me just look. No, I don't have a ton of, yeah, all of it's like grays. I thought maybe I had like the tea stain one. I guess I don't. So we'll just go with this and kind of get it in here. Okay, whoa. Where that book page is not going to be. Just for a little added oomph. And we're going to rock and roll on this because my goal is to get this done today. So I think this is an old page from, what is it from? The Omaha City Directory from 1938. It's very cool and very fat. So I've got lots of room in it. But what I have, I'll show you too, kind of as we go. After we get some of these pages, either our next layer, which is the, what is my problem today? I can't say stencil or even think it. I don't know. Once we do all the stenciling, then we'll come back. I I kind of feel like I want something else underneath there. Let me see if I have a darker book page. I'm sure I do. I have that little one. That might be, yeah, that'll work. This one doesn't have very good. It's kind of faded, so we'll put a little piece of that in there. And I'm just moving all my scraps to the side right now. Because we may need them, so I'm not putting them in my scrap bin. I just want this to be straight on there. All right. Let's do it. I bought this glue stick pack at, it's actually a consignment shop. And it's from Staples, the jumbo glue stick. And I just started using it, so I don't know, the verdict's out. I didn't even measure this before I put it on here on how well it's going to work, but it was very inexpensive, so hopefully it does the trick. Oops, I just ripped it. Those pages, you know, because it's a directory, it's almost like a, what would I want to call it? Okay, we're going to leave that like that for now. I see a couple little spots I need to get the edges. Almost like a phone book, if you will. So, you know what phone books, well, some of you know what phone books were like. What I did as well, just so you kind of know, is for the trims, I did use some Fabri-Tac because some of them were on wallpaper pages. And it's just, you know, there's sometimes that they don't really stick quite as well onto the wallpaper. So I did Fabri-Tac it, then I sewed it. Okay, so that one I'm happy with. And the other thing, I don't know. I really feel like I don't want anything on the cover. I was going to do something fancy, and then I thought, these are so beautiful, and maybe the recipient will just want to do something themselves. So I just didn't. I don't know. I kept thinking, well, maybe I'll change my mind, but so far I have not. Okay, this I want to be a writing page because it's the typing paper. This needs an embellishment. We need something here. Just a little something, something. So, what have you guys all been up to? Let's see, this won't come out for a little while, but what have I been up to? Well, Dave went to the Boundary Waters, and they cut their trip a little bit short because of the bugs. So, all of you from northern, well, anywhere in Minnesota. Ooh, that looks pretty. We might need to use that a couple more times. In Minnesota and in Canada, know how bad they can be. I mean, and it's no joke. But one of the guys just, he couldn't, it was just too much. We'll do something here. And so they came home early, and Dave and I, we spent last night at Demi's softball games. We did some yard work this morning. And he's just kind of, I'm like, are you, like, should we be doing something? Like, I feel bad because, you know, he's on vacation and he's not really doing anything. He's like, I'm totally happy. I'm like, well, okay, then I'm going to go down and do some videos. That's awesome. I love this stencil. This is Tim Holtz. Yeah, Tim Holtz. That's all I got for you. Okay, let's flip through. We're okay there. Okay here. This will cover up with something. I'm going to stick this. We'll talk about that in a second, but I'm going to stick that there. This one definitely needs something. Should we do dots or should we do... I'm just doing the flowers because, you know, it's got roses or something on the front. And so why not? So that's what's happening in our world. We thought about going away, taking a couple little days, because Demi doesn't have any ball this weekend. And so we thought, well, maybe we'll just do a little road trip. And Dave's like, I'm kind of card tripped out. So I think we're just going to go maybe on a hike. I said, well, and then I said to him, well, you know, we could go kayaking. Too bad we don't have the kayaks here. I guess we could go get them. And he said, I think I'm boated out. I'm like, okay, that's fair. So I think we'll just do some hikes around here and, you know, just enjoy. The weather has been beautiful, really beautiful. Like yesterday during Demi's games, oh my goodness. It was gorgeous. Just a nice little breeze and can't beat it. Look at that, how crooked I got on that one. I've sewed it on this side. It doesn't matter. That's why it's a junk journal, friends. Plus, I was having a little bit of problems because I was putting the paper through and it was getting butted up to the wall. Okay, this is good. Oh, this I did add in there. So I covered this. It had a bunch of stuff, and then I just stuck that envelope in there. And then this I ended up gluing down, so it's glued down in the middle, so we can just make a tuck spot out of it. And then I think the rest is good. Let's go ahead, since we're back here. Let's go ahead and I had an idea for this. So we did these together. So I have a stack of things, you know, first our envelope, or our envelopes, pockets, and envelopes. And then I have some items for journal cards, for tags, embellishments, and I have some things that we can use for belly bands too. You know, I'll tell you what, the other thing is, I must really like color, because I did not have a whole lot of just truly neutral things in my stash. Okay, I don't know if I want to do that there. And I really don't want any more. Oh, you know what I could put? Hold on. I have this gingham, if I can get it off of here. Ooh. Maybe that will work on that spot. What in the heck? Will it? Sure it will. Where are my scissors? Underneath the book. We'll just do a bead of Fabri-Tac here. We'll see what happens. Oh, and I did make this so it will go all the way through, because I wasn't sure if we wanted to do it as a belly band or not. So we got some play. It's kind of wrinkly. I think we'll just go to the top and leave it kind of a little wonky. And then I think we'll cut this off down here. Okay, so when we put that on here, we still have this little piece and one other piece. So what if we just do, we're doing it. So yeah, I've been trying. It's so weird to me to have all of these videos pretty much done. You know, like all of my Thrifty Thursday ones are done all the way through June 30th. And then I have some more that I just did, which will air later. But I don't know. It just feels weird to me. I guess we can use that ribbon again. Where is it? This has been in my stash for a long time. I don't remember where it came from. But I'm sure from probably a thrift haul. And I had it down in here, use it. So we may as well use it. We gotta clean the tip of this thing off. So yeah, I always have like tons of things I want to tell you guys, and then I forget when I get on here. Thank you, by the way. You guys, all of you have been fabulous and have really taken advantage of my June schools out for summer sale. And so you kept me on my toes, and I'm going to have to invite my postmistress to Christmas dinner. I'm getting to know her so well. But I appreciate it. That's how we do it. It helps me share my craft with all of you and clear out all my goodies. So it makes me feel good. Okay, so we're going to glue. This is that 3-pocket. We did it with that tab. And I'm not going to worry that that's showing just a little bit there. So okay, I just had to think for a minute how I wanted to do it. So we're going to go here. And I am using Fabri-Tac on this because it's wallpaper. I think just to give it a little, just put glue there, just to give it a little extra stability. And there's just a little peeking out here, a little here. It's fine. It's still very neutral, so that won't... Oops, I lost my dangle. It shouldn't hurt it. Okay, so we got one pocket on. Oh, and then remember this I found when we were putting that together? So I wanted to use this, and I found some neutral stamps, so I thought we would use that too. Let's just go backwards here. Okay, what else do we have? We've got these that I copied. They were drying on my last video, so I've got those little glassine envelopes. I've got this. I've got this one that's more children-ish. What is... Oh, this is the library pocket that I made. This is kind of fun. It's a library pocket, but then I made it so it opens up, and then we can stick something underneath there too. So we've got that. I have another one of these envelopes. I have... That really doesn't go. I don't know. That's got pink in it. This is a side pocket. And then just a piece leftover. So let's see. So we've got one there. So that would be another one there. So let's see where else we might want this. That is that writing paper. I'm just sticking that there. Oh, this was a page I did. I'll tell you about that, but I think that will be a good spot for that. How about here? Yeah, and we'll just glue it. I think I have a video. This is on one of my book page videos. I have a playlist for that. This has been a long time ago. I'm finally using some of those up. My goodness, I have a lot. I'll leave it just a little smidgy. Okay, that is done. Let's go back to this. So this is, oh, that will go perfect right there. But this is that big envelope. So let's try it one more. I thought there was one more spot that had a lot of writing. But I think we can use a smaller pocket. That might be it. Yep, looks like it. Okay, this is where it's going to go. So I have, if you go to torestoreyou.mykajabi, Kajabi, I think it's on in my description box. I have a mindfulness, and it's kind of combines mindfulness, meditation, like just happiness and well-being, and journaling all in one in a workshop. And this is one of the activities that we did, and we used this to create I am statements. And it's the same concept. We didn't do this one, we did it differently, but this makes for great journaling spots. So that's one that I had, and then I had the little cluster I just had popped on there. So I think that will be cute. I want to make this, you know, not too chunky, too fat. I want to make sure that somebody can use it. And I want, because it's so neutral, I want to be sure, well, that would look cute there, wouldn't it? Let's trim it down just a smidgy. That somebody, if they want, and they feel like adding just a little bit more to it, then they've got all kinds of opportunities to do that. But they have a really strong foundation, if you will. We need to pop a punch. So yeah, I don't really know that I have too much, you know, there's not too much excitement for trips or anything like that, because it's just too busy with fall. So our trips will just be just little small ones. Probably mostly back and forth to Omaha. And that's kind of a vacation whenever, well, I go to the office, but I just love my time at the acreage and to relax. And all right, let's see what else we got. We want to put this somewhere, I think. I love how that looks together. We could go there, so let's put that there for now. Kind of looks better right here. What was my intent? I had something I was going to put in there. Oh, I was just going to glue it on, so then this was a pocket, and then this was writing space. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, and then there's a little tuck here. This was in my unfinished ephemera, which that's pretty much where I found most of my neutrals, because I hadn't added any color to them. I was just thinking too, like in August, and I need to look it up. It's that huge 100+ mile yard sale that we want to put this in there too. That Dave and I did, and I got that huge haul last year. You know what if we did that here? Yeah. It was such a fun trip. But you know, the route's the same all the time. But I think what might be fun is, instead of coming from Iowa and going to Nebraska, is to go from Nebraska to Iowa, if that makes sense. So just reverse the route. Not that it makes much difference, but because on the last day that we did that last year, it stormed on our second day, so we didn't get to stop at nearly as many places at the back end. Whoa, at the back end of our route. Sorry about that, guys. And so that would be kind of fun. Okay, let's talk. What do I have? Okay, so we could do a little double belly band. Oh, it's too bad. we could do a belly band inside here. And we could actually do, but then the string's going to be there. Let's not do it there. Let's find another page to do that. We need a pocket here too. Want that for writing space. That might be kind of good because there's some of this in there. Let's just do that, and let's see, where do I want to cut that off at? I think I'm going to cut it off about right there. Let me just do that off camera. But I also have, and we'll save that because we can make that into another little pocket. I also have a class reunion, and I really hope it's not at the same time because it's going to be hard to choose. Although I think, you know, most of our activities are probably in the evening. Okay. Let's just pop that on there first. I feel like I want to put a thumb hole in there. And like I said, all we're doing is just doing, ooh, no, that's not going to do it. I'm going to have to do it with my scissors. Is layering shades of white and cream and ivory, just like kind of a, that was horrible. Goodness, Angela. I redeemed myself. It's fine. Just as if we were, you know, just all whites, and if you've seen that, you know, the chippy paint, and I think it's just really pretty. Okay, belly band. That's what we're doing. And plus, then we can use these as pockets. Here we go. The other thing that I realized when I was making these, or when I was pulling all the stuff together that I need to make, is more of my paper and fabric flowers, but do so in like really neutral. I like that side better, even though, yeah. So now we got to do this. Because I'm almost out. And the only thing I have left for, like, flowers are more toppers. They're the big ones. And so I'm like, I didn't realize I'd use so many of those. Is this going to... almost be fun to cut that off and do it? Yep, I think so. Oh gosh, I almost cut my finger. So then we have this. Well, wait a minute. No, we can't do that. We'll stick to this one. So yes, I need to make more of those. And I was saying, and I think in the last video, I don't know which video it was. I was looking through, I was organizing, which is a daily thing. But I was getting like, okay, I need all of my vintage, you know, old photographs together. I had a couple hauls, and I had vintage postcards and vintage greeting cards. So I went through and organized all of that and kind of put them all together as one. And then I went through some of my project bins and usually I have project bins, and then I put ideas in there too. And I ended up, what did I say? 41 different ideas, and I keep adding to them. So I'm like, okay, stop. You're not going to do that. You are going to get through all of these first. So that is my goal. I kind of like the idea of, do I have any more? I have one pocket left, and I don't really like that. So how many pockets do we have? We don't have anything here. I guess we could cut that down and use it as a pocket, but do I have anything else that would work as a pocket? Well, this would work as a pocket. This is some music. I kind of like the white. That's a maybe. Let's put that here. Okay. I'm looking over here to see if I have anything else that's pocket-esque. We're going to need something in there. We got something we need in here. This folds out, so we could put something in there. This is just going to be like it is, and we maybe could put something in there. Oh, I know what we can do. This we need something in. So we have plenty of pockets, don't we? Let's see if we do towards the back. Yes, we got this. I was going to, where is the other side of that bag? I thought about putting this just on here. As a pocket. Gluing it here and then decorating it. And maybe we can just use some of these. Like we could use one of these to make a pocket. We could use this one and just layer it up. Doing it. That's how I make up my mind. I'm like, okay, if I say it out loud, then it will happen. But yeah, I thought this is ridiculous. And, you know, a lot of the times when the mood strikes me, I then, let's just go ahead and put these on. Let's see how they fare. I'm thinking we glue all of that down. And then maybe well, we could. So that will be there, this there, and this here. Okay, done. So I usually get, like, if, you know, something has intrigued me or I found something that is, you know, at one of the estate sales or auctions or something I go to and I think, oh, that's what I want to do with it, then I will put it kind of together with whatever, you know, pieces I have. Or I might start, you know, by doing a little prototype and then put it in that bin. Well, so of course it's bulging like crazy. Paraguay. I don't know. So I have out on my, on the counter over here to my left, I have a big project, which is the 4th of July project that I've been working on. And then I have these just like this with each one of my projects, and I have 9 of them because I'm like, those are getting done before I go looking and starting something new. Now, that doesn't mean that I can't keep coming up with ideas and putting them in the bin, but I'm not doing them. I am not doing them until I get these done. Oh. I like that. Let's see if we can, and then maybe, oh, I have this pocket too. I didn't realize that. Let's see. That little bird goes in there. Cute. Will this fit in? Because I kind of like these with nothing. Oh, this one doesn't have a, we got to fix that. This isn't really then a journal card, is it? Let's see if I can find a piece of, I'll just put this on there. How long have we been going? 34 minutes. Okay. So I figured if I just kept them really focused, and I have to have, okay, so one of the things that I used to teach this, so I need to practice it. Practice what you preach, right, Angela? You know, when you're doing something, like if you have a to-do list, which I don't really think that's a to-do list, it's just fun project things, but, you know, it can be overwhelming, and you can kind of lose your motivation if you get too overwhelmed. So I always start with something easy to finish, or start to finish. And then I work my way through something maybe a little more difficult, and then end my day with something really simple. So I feel like I've accomplished something. And I mean, I don't know. It's something that works for me. It might not work for all of you, but I like that there. So we got those two, should we need them. What if we use some of these? Could we use some of these stamps? I don't like that one. It's too... that one must have got just stuck in there. Let's use these. I think we'll start with these two and see where we end up. So that's kind of what I do. What I have. I have this project. I don't know what it's not. Okay, I don't know that it's difficult. It was time consuming to do my prototype. And I really did need to think, like, from a math perspective, which is not my strong suit. And so I need to finish it up. And I really think it's something that you guys will like. But I think I've had that project for almost 2 years and have not finished it. I think that looks too funny. Oh, that's the back of that. Let's just stick that under there. I have to have, because it won't go to the top. But it's just going to be one of those that I'm going to have to spend, probably because it's been so long, several hours kind of revisiting it and looking at it and going, what was I doing? So yeah, I'm looking over there and going, huh. Because when I start doing new videos, then that doesn't get me any closer to getting that stack off my desk. Okay, the only other thing, I have this. And I like that it's got so many layers of the creams and such. So we need to find a spot for that. And I'm wondering if we need it to be up at the front. Oh, it would go kind of cute here. Or we could put it on front of there. We want that as writing paper. Let's do that. And this, oh, maybe not. My nails are a mess. That should be our date day. Take Dave to get a mani and a pedi. I think he could use one after his time in the wilderness, right? Okay, that's cute. All right. We wanted something here. This really, wouldn't work very well to write on because it is the piano roll and it would rip. So I'm thinking, yes, we can put it right there. It's a nice, good pocket. And let's see what we have that we can put on top of it. Too boring. We could do that, and then let's do that. Look at this getting all crazy. I don't know what he's doing up there. Oh, I got to tell you this. So, I think I shared with you that I did a bunch of gardening a couple of days. What in the heck? A couple of days ago. Oh, Angela, you're getting way ahead of yourself here. And planted a bunch of seeds, which, like I said, I'm way behind. So I have no idea if, they'll even come up before summer is over. But I'm hoping. Well, I had poppies, which are one of my favorites. And you know, I named my camper Pink Poppy. And they're right in front of like my, Landon's bedroom is in the basement. And he has a big egress window. And those, I planted poppies last year. And I don't know what kind they are, but they're supposed to come up. Well, it said that it could take like 2 years for them to come up. For those of you who are gardeners, maybe you can tell me. I don't know. But they did. They came up, and I think some poppies are annuals and some are perennials in some parts of the country. I don't really know. Because my mom has poppies and they come up every year. So whatever these were, it said, you need to plant these and it's going to take a while for them to come up. So they start coming up. They look beautiful. Well, today when Dave and I can't do this. I know a lot of you like that, but ugh. I said, well, let me go, look through the yard, see if there's anything, that we need to address. And Landon had taken the weed whacker and annihilated all of my poppies that were coming up. Now, I just planted more the other day, but they're seeds. So, I mean, they're probably going to take 2 years as well. Dave's like, it's fine, they'll come back. But I have to kind of follow Dave around when he's out in the yard because he gets, the weed killer, he gets a little crazy. I'm like, no, those are not weeds. Those are flowers. So I don't know what will happen, but all right. So that's our cover. I like that. And you know what? Here is, do you guys remember when I experimented with all the different types of glaze and distress mediums? This was one of my favorites, and so I think it deserves a spot right there. And what else do we have? We have this one that has nothing on it. We could do something with that. These are kind of fun. So let's find a spot for these. This we need something really long in, or we don't put anything in it and just wait. I'm kind of thinking that would go cute in there with it. Or maybe we want this one. Yeah. So, yeah, we shall see. Let's see. Journal card. I love this, but it's got that on the back. And it won't really go... This was not really a very smart move, Angela. You know what I might do? Although that was the writing page. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm just going to put this on here as a pocket and not worry about that other one because it's just nothing's going to go in there. So think before you do this. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I planted lettuce, which I know will come up, and usually when I plant it earlier in the spring, then I get at least more than a month out of, one planting, and then I plant more at the same time, so I always have lettuce. And then sometimes I do that with the radishes too, but that's all I planted. I was like, this is a good journal card. Do I have a spot for it? Is it a little too tight? No, it's okay. How about we put a couple... Oh, we need different color tickets. Do I have different color tickets? Let's stick this on there too. No, we'll put the little more not so exciting one there. So yeah, there's that. My mom is a great gardener. So is my grandma. Like, amazing. And I am just not. Like, I just throw the seeds in there and hope for the best. I did actually pay attention this time to see, like, okay, what will come up first? What will come up, you know, second? How, let's trim that down. How large, I mean, like, which one's tallest? So should they come up, that'll be awesome. This craft paper is always hard to get things in there. Let me just make sure we don't have any issues. No issues. That's just not going to work. We'll cut it off a little bit. I wonder if this is a sticker. If it is, well, somebody who gets that will... Gosh, it just does not want to cooperate with me. And we need something in here. Not that. That's just kind of boring. Oh, here, let's put a quote. Maybe we'll put a quote up here. Oh, I like that. In the end, the chances are the only regrets are the chances you don't take. That seems perfect. I'm going to leave it kind of wonky. And then we'll flip through and see what else are we missing. And I might have to add it up because we're getting to the end of our time together. And then I'll do a flip through of it. I want to use this because I think it's cute. Okay, let's see where we are. We're good here. We're good here. That's all fine. That's good. Could use some things in it. That's good. That's good. This I want to find a little something something. I worked on this project and I was printing on all my book pages. I have some. I printed it upside down. This needs something. Ooh. I don't know about that. This might need a little something. I think what I need to do is take this, because this is the icky one that was in with that other one with the stamps, and I should have probably did some stencil. Maybe we'll do some stencil there. So I need something there. It looks like I just need to do some more ephemera. So I think what we will do is call this a video, and then I'll figure out how many things we need, and we'll just do another quick one, and just, you know what we'll do? We'll do a scrap buster, and we'll make stuff for this. Boom. That is a great idea, Angela. Let's go ahead and stick this in there so I can get this off my desk. So we'll come back and we'll just make some of those and finish this off, and we will be good to go. If you have any questions that let's see, how many times do I want this to wrap around? About what I did on this, you can always, I think I want it to be a little bit longer. Send me a message. You could go and watch the video that, the first video on how to start building your layers. I'm going to just knot this a little bit. I know I don't need to, but it just makes me feel better. And then tune in next time so we can go through some scrap busters with my little checklist that I use, and use up some of these scraps to make a whole bunch of fun ephemera. I might as well. I've got it out, right? And we will call this a video. So until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be, and we will talk to you soon. Cheers.